Hi guys, good morning everybody. How is your study going on? Keep reading. Myself Subodha. Without wasting your time, today we'll discuss about quadratic equations. So today's topic is quadratic equation. Now, before going to the topic quadratic equation, first of all, we should know what a quadratic polynomial is. Quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. So, quadratic polynomial. That means it is a polynomial of degree 2. Degree 2. Degree 2. And in the form of x square plus bx plus c. It is in the form of x square plus bx plus c. Now, we can say here a is not equal to 0. A cannot be 0. A comma b comma c element of R. All ABC belongs to the set of real numbers. Now, if the quadratic polynomial is concerned, then we have to find out the zeros of the polynomial. Zeros of the polynomial. What do you mean by zeros of the polynomial? Zeros means the real number which makes a given quadratic polynomial zero is called its zero. I think there is some doubt. Because real number which makes a given quadratic polynomial 0 is called its 0. So let us see the example to understand this. So that here let x is equal to 2 is a 0 of the polynomial. It is quadratic. So here polynomial means it is quadratic polynomial. 2x square minus x minus 6. So how can you prove that 0 x is equal to 2 is a 0? Now see, putting the value x is equal to 2, 2x square minus x minus 6 is equal to 2 into 2 square minus 2 minus 6 is equal to 8 minus 2 minus 6 is equal to 8 minus 8 is equal to 0. Hence, x is equal to 2 is a 0 of the polynomial, quadratic polynomial 2x square minus x minus 6. Now, we'll go to next, the quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. So first of all, what the equation is? Equation, you know, linear equation, linear equation of one variable, linear equation of two variables. And now today we will discuss about quadratic equation. So quadratic equation means the polynomial, quadratic polynomial equated to 0. That means x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the term independent. Now, here quadratic equation quadratic equation has one variable, degree 2, and has dual roots. So it is the equation of one variable of degree 2, power x square, y square, z square, and have dual roots. Two roots will come. Now, this quadratic polynomial can be solved by three major ways. What are the methods of solving quadratic polynomial? Let us discuss this about the methods of solving quadratic equation. Now, before going to discuss about the methods, we should know whether the polynomial is quadratic or not. Now let us see, given x plus 3 into x minus 2 plus 5 is equal to 0, whether it is a quadratic equation. Now, we should see x plus 3 into x minus 2 plus 5 is equal to x square plus 3x minus 2x minus 6 plus 5 is equal to 0. That implies x square plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. It is in the form of x square plus bx plus c. Hence, it is a quadratic equation. Now, take another example. Suppose given x plus 2 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. Is it a quadratic equation? Is it a quadratic equation? Now, by solving it, we will get x square minus 4 is equal to 0, because we know a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So now here it is not in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, but a is there. Here x square is there, c is term independent is there, b is not there. So here b is equal to 0. Here b is equal to 0. Thus, it is also a quadratic equation. This is special type. This is special type of difference of squares. Now, moving forward the topic, the method of solving quadratic equation. How we can solve methods. The methods of solving. Methods. Number 1, by factorization. By factorization. Number 2, by completing the squares. Completing the squares. Now, this method by completing the squares is eliminated from the syllabus. It is not in NCERT syllabus, not in ICSE syllabus also. So, but we will need to discuss about the completing of squares when we will discuss about how to find out the formula. Now, third method one, by using formula. Using formula. So now we will see that first method by factorization. Factorization. Solving by factorization. Solving by factorization. Now 2x square minus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. When 2x square minus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0, now we have to solve this by the method of factorization. So what we will do? In method of factorization, generally we split the middle term. That is called middle term factorization. So now product of first and last term with sign. So 2 and minus 3 2 into minus 3 is equal to minus 6. And that minus 6 will be split off. How? We'll split the minus 6 to get minus 5 by adding the terms of splitting the factors of 6. So factors of 6, 1, 6, 2, 3. Here, anyone will be minus. This is minus, this is minus, anyone will be minus because minus is there. So now, we'll take minus 5x. Here, our result required. Here, it will take minus 1 plus 6, then result will be plus 5x. So, here we will take minus 6 plus 1. So, that implies 2x square minus 6x plus x minus 3 is equal to 0. That implies 2x into x minus 3 plus 1 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. That implies x minus 3 into 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. That implies x minus 3 is equal to 0 or 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. That implies x is equal to 3 or x is equal to minus 1 by 2. Here is one thing. When the product of two numbers is 0, then any one is 0. Let's say a into b is equal to 0, then either a is 0 or b is 0. Thus, x minus 3 into 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Then either x minus 3 is equal to 0 or 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to 3 or x is equal to minus half. So the solution set is equal to 3 comma minus half. It has dual roots. The roots are 3 and minus half. Dual roots. So this is the method of solving quadratic equation by factorization, by factorizing the middle term. Now, another thing is there. Suppose the question is not given in the form of quadratic equation. X square plus bx plus c. So that should be reducible to the form of quadratic form. That means x square plus bx plus c form. Let us see how to do that in that type of questions. We will discuss about the question which is reducible to quadratic equation. So here 1 by x minus 3 minus 1 by x plus 4 is equal to 7 by 18. That implies taking LCM of x minus 3 and x plus 4. Here we will get x plus 4 minus x plus 3 is equal to 7 by 18. That now cancelling x, we will get 7 by x square minus 3x plus 4x plus x minus 12 is equal to 7 by 18. That implies 7 into 18 is equal to 7 into x square plus x minus 12 by cross multiplication. We will get it. Now that implies 126 is equal to 7x square plus 7x minus 84. That implies 7x square plus 7x minus 84 minus 126 is equal to 0. That implies 7x square plus 7x minus that is 210 is equal to 0. Now there is a common factor 7, so we will divide it by 7 to reduce into lowest form. So dividing by 7 we will get x square plus x minus 30 is equal to 0. Dividing both sides by 7. Now it is in the form of x square plus bx plus c. Now we have to factorize it. We have to middle term factorization. So middle term factorization, the first term into last term, it is minus 30, 1 minus 30. Minus 30 split it off. So 1, 30, 2, 15, 3, 10, 5, 6. minus. Anyone will be minus, 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 minus. Anyone will be minus. But we require plus x, means plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. Where there is difference 1? Yes, here there is difference 1, plus 1. So this will be plus and this will be minus. Plus 6x minus 5x. That implies x square plus 6x minus 5x minus 30 is equal to 0. That implies x taking common, x plus 6 minus 5 into x plus 6 is equal to 0. That implies x plus 6 into x minus 5 is equal to 0. That implies x plus 6 is equal to 0 or x minus 5 is equal to 0. That implies x is equal to minus 6 or x is equal to 5. Therefore, x is equal to minus 6 or 5. This is the answer of the given question. 1 by x minus 3 minus 1 by x plus 4 is equal to 7 by 18, which is in the form of reducible to quadratic equation form. Suppose it is the thing 9x square minus 25 is equal to 0. That implies 3x square minus 5 square is equal to 0. That implies 3x plus 5 into 3x minus 5 is equal to 0. That implies 3x plus 5 is equal to 0 or 3x minus 5 is equal to 0. That implies x is equal to minus 5 by 3 or 5 by 3. So it is dual roots. Now we'll go to the question where root of is there. X minus 7 root x minus 8 is equal to 0. Here there is confusion because root is there. There is a panic thing for the students how to find out on the answer by factorization method. So here don't be panic. Let root x is equal to a. Now x is equal to root x square is equal to a square. So now we get x minus 7 root x minus 8 is equal to 0 by substituting root x is equal to a. We will get a square minus 7a minus 8 is equal to 0, which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Now by means of factorization we will find out the solution, the root of the equations. So now minus 8. Minus 8 will get 1, 8, 2, 4. We require minus 7. So here we will let anyone will be minus. Here minus, minus, plus. So plus sign is not required. We will minus 8. So we can write here a square minus 7a minus 8 is equal to 0 implies a square minus 8a plus a minus 8 is equal to 0. That implies a into a minus 8 plus 1 into a minus 8 is equal to 0. That implies a minus 8 into a plus 1 is equal to 0. That implies either a minus 8 is equal to 0 or a plus 1 is equal to 0. That implies a is equal to 8 or a is equal to minus 1. But here the students make the mistake. They stops working here. Okay, a is not the solution. We have to find out the value of x. So root x, a is equal to what? A is root x. So a root x is equal to 8. Now x is equal to root x square is equal to 8 square is equal to 64. One thing. Or root x is equal to minus 1. X is equal to minus 1 square is equal to 1. Therefore, x is equal to 64 or 1. So this is the answer of the given question. So we will now next move to the chapter completing the squares. completing the squares. Now method of completing the squares. Method of completing the squares. Completing the squares. So it is eliminated from the syllabus. It is not there in ICSE syllabus. It was there in CBSE syllabus from 2020. It is eliminated. No, but we should know about this. It is an important part of quadratic equation. So let us see how we will do first. Now take an example, 3x square minus x minus 24 is equal to 0. We have to solve this by this method of completing the squares. Method of completing the squares. First of all, this first term, is it in the form of a perfect square? No. Not in the form of a perfect square. So what to do? What to do? Yes, what to do? So either we have to multiply or we have to divide it by a suitable number to make it a perfect square. So let us now, I will do it by multiplying 3. So now I write 3x square minus 3x minus 72 is equal to 0. Here I multiplied 3, multiplied. So now I can write 3x square minus 2 into 3x. Here it comes 6x, but I require minus 3x. So minus 3x by minus 6x is coming 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 is equal to 72 plus 1 by 2 square, because of completing the squares, is equal to 72 plus 1 by 2 square. That implies 3x minus 1 by 2 square is equal to 72 plus 1 by 4. That implies 3x minus 1 by 2 square is equal to what? How much? LCM is 4. LCM is 4. Now we write 8 plus 1. That implies 3x minus 1 by 2 square is equal to how much? It is 289. 289. Yes, it is 17. So it is 289 by 4 root over. That implies 3x minus 1 by 2 square is equal to plus minus 17 by 2. Plus minus 17 by 2. Here, that implies here root over is given, square is not there. We can write this omitting the squares. See, that implies 3x is equal to plus 17 by 2 plus 1 by 2, or minus 17 by 2 minus 1 by 2. That implies 3x is equal to 18 by 2 or minus 17 plus, this is plus, so minus 8. Minus 8, directly I am finding the answer. That implies x is equal to 9 by 3 or minus 8 by 3. This is the answer. So by this method we can find out the solution of the quadratic equation 3x square minus x minus 24 is equal to 0 by the method of completing the squares. But you don't get worried about it because it is not there in the syllabus. But what is there in the syllabus? There is the next part, method of solving quadratic equation by the use of formula. How to use the formula efficiently. What will be the coefficient of x square? What will be the coefficient of x? What will be the term independent C, A, B, C? It should be very important with sign. Sign plays an important role. Let us see how the formula is being derived, so that the derivation of the formula is from the method of completing the squares. So let us start the method of solving quadratic equation by method of solving quadratic equation by using formula. Now we know x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0, comma a, b, c belongs to set of the real numbers. Now here, to make the first term a perfect square, first of all I will do x square by ax square by a plus bx by a is equal to minus c by a. Taking c to the right hand side. That implies x square plus 2 into x into, we have to get bx by a. So what to do? Bx by a divided by 2x is equal to bx by a into 1 by 2x, x cancelled, that is equal to b by 2a. We have to multiply into b by 2a, that dot product, plus b by 2a square is equal to b by 2a square minus c by a. Now here that implies x plus b by 2a whole square is equal to b square by 4a square minus c by a. That implies x plus b by 2a whole square is equal to b square minus 4ac by 4a square. Now taking square root on both sides, we will get, what we will get? X plus b by 2a is equal to root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. So where we are finding root over, here we have to insert plus minus sign. Now here that implies x is equal to minus b by 2a plus minus b square minus 4ac by 2a, b square minus 4ac root over. So that implies, by simplifying we will get x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a full line, and this is the formula to find out the roots of the quadratic equation in the method of finding the root by using formula. Now we will take an example to explain how we are going to find out the root of the equation in the method of using formula. So let us see. So here 2x square minus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. So these questions already we have discussed in the method of factorization. Now the same question will solve in the method of using formula. So now 2x square minus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. Here, what is the value? What is the value? Value. You know, a is a. What is the value of a? Coefficient of x square. You know, what is the value? Yes. It is 2. And what is the value of b? Yes. Anybody? Yes. B is equal to minus 5. And what is the value of c? Anybody? Yes. C is equal to minus 3. Now we got the value of ABC. By putting the value of ABC in the formula, we'll get the root of the equations. So let's x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac root over whole divided by 2a, that is equal to minus of minus 5, because b is minus 5, minus of minus 5, here is the mistake, just see, and where there is mistake, bracket must be given so that there will be less mistake while you are calculating. So minus 5 plus minus minus 5 square minus 4 into 2 into minus 3 root over whole divided by 2 into 2, that is equal to 5 plus minus 25 plus 24 root over by 4, that is equal to 5 plus minus root 49 by 4, that is equal to 5 plus minus root 49 is 7 by 4. That implies x is equal to 5 plus 7 by 4 or 5 minus 7 by 4, that is equal to 3 or minus 1 by 2. Therefore, x is equal to 3 or minus 1 by 2 is the solution of the quadratic equation 2x square minus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. The second example, let us see y square minus 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. Here you know what is the value of a? Yes, value of a is equal to 1. And what is the value of b? Value of b is equal to minus 4. What is the value of c? Is equal to minus 1. So yes, now tell me what is the formula? How to find out the root of the equation? X is equal to, yes, anybody? Yes, you? Yes. X is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac root over whole divided by 2a. Now putting the value of a, b, c in this equation, we'll get what? Minus of minus 4 plus minus minus 4 square minus 4 into 1 into minus 1 root over whole divided by 2 into 1, that is equal to 4 plus minus 16 plus 4 root over whole divided by 2, that is equal to 4 plus minus root 20 whole divided by 2, that is equal to 4 plus minus 2 root 5 whole divided by 2, that is equal to 2 common 2 plus minus root 5 by 2, 2 to cancel, that is equal to 2 plus minus root 5. Thus x is equal to 2 plus root 5 or 2 minus root 5. These two are the root of the equation of the given quadratic equation y square minus 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. But generally we have seen that in ICSE, basically the question come, find the answer up to 2 decimal places. Up to 2 decimal places. That means this is 2 plus root 5 or 2 minus root 5. Here we have to find out the value. So let us take an example to describe how we are finding the root of the equation up to 2 dp or 1 dp or as per given in the question. Let us see the question. Our next question is x square plus 3x, x square plus 3x minus 3 is equal to 0. Solve and give your answer up to 2 dp. dp means decimal place. Now here a is equal to 1, b is equal to 3, c is equal to minus 3. Now x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac root over whole divided by 2a. So now that is equal to minus of minus 3 plus minus 3 square minus 4 into 1 into minus 3 root over divide 2 into 1 is equal to minus 3 plus minus 9 plus 12 root over by 2, that is equal to minus 3 plus minus root 21. So here we have to find out the square root of 21. Square root of 21 means 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, 5 square 25, 4 square 16. So it is in between 4 and 5. So root 21 is coming, yes 4.58. So that is equal to minus 3 plus minus 4.58 by 2. That implies x is equal to minus 3 plus 4.58 by 2, or minus 3 minus 4.58 by 2. That implies x is equal to how much? 1.58 by 2 or minus 7.58 by 2. That is equal to 0.79 or minus 3.79 answer. So now next to it we'll discuss about the roots of the equation. Is over. Now we'll discuss about the nature of roots. How without solving we can find out the nature of roots. Here one thing we have to remember when we are going to find out the nature of roots. So let's see what are the nature of roots. So nature of roots, here we know one thing, b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac, that is called D. D means discriminant. Discriminant. So if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, roots are real and distinct. If b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, roots are real and equal. If b square minus 4ac is less than 0, roots are imaginary, not real roots. No real roots. Now if b square minus 4ac is a perfect square, then roots are rational. So these are the 4 things you have to remember to find out the nature of the roots. So now, if the nature of the roots are there, here we have to add one thing, a relation. What is the relation between the relation between roots and coefficient of the quadratic equation. relation between the roots and coefficient of the quadratic equation. Suppose alpha and beta, alpha beta are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Then sum of roots can directly be found out is equal to alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. From the coefficient of x and coefficient of x square, directly by putting this value we can find out the sum of the roots. Now second one, the product of roots. Product of roots, without solving we can find out alpha into beta is equal to c by a, term independent by the coefficient of x square. We can get it. Now if the roots are given, then the equation is what? What is the equation? Suppose alpha and beta are the roots. Then we can write x minus alpha into x minus beta is equal to 0. So x is the variable. The equation is of variable x. Then x minus alpha and x minus beta is equal to 0. Here, by solving, we will reach in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Here we will get, that implies x square minus alpha x minus beta x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. That implies x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Here see, directly we can get this x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots is equal to 0. When the roots of the equations are given, directly we can use this formula to find out the equation. And let us take some examples to explain how we are finding all these roots and how we are finding the equation when roots are given. So let us see. Suppose given 3x square minus 4 root 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. Now here a is equal to how much? Yes, a is equal to 3. 2 minus 4 root 3. Now c is equal to 3, 4. Now xd is equal to b square minus 4ac is equal to minus 4 root 3 square minus 4 into 3 into 4. That is equal to 16 into 3 minus 48 is equal to 48 minus 48 is equal to 0. Therefore, roots are real and equal. Understood? So here is equal to 0. B square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So roots are real and equal. Now go to the next one. Whether the question comes like this, find the value of k. Find the value of k. Find the value of k k. If the equation k plus 1 x square minus 4kx plus 9 is equal to 0 has equal roots. Now here one thing is very clear, that it has equal roots. So when it has equal roots, then b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Here b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Before going to put the value, you must write what is a, what is b, what is the value of c. Now here a is equal to k plus 1, b is equal to minus 4k, and c is equal to 9. Minus 4k square minus 4 into k plus 1 into 9 is equal to 0. That implies 16k square minus 36 into k plus 1 is equal to 0. That implies 16k square minus 36k minus 36 is equal to 0. So now to reduce this equation, we can divide it by 4. So we write 4k square minus 9k minus 9 is equal to 0. Now this is in the form of x square plus bx plus c. Now we will solve this. 4k square minus 9k minus 9 is equal to 0. That implies 9 4 36. 9 4 36. 36 6 6 36. Okay. Now 12 3 36. Here minus 9 is there. So anyone will be minus. Here will be minus. So we can get minus 12k plus 3k. 4k square minus 12k plus 3k minus 9 is equal to 0. That implies 4k is equal to k minus 3 plus 3 into k minus 3 is equal to 0. That implies k minus 3 into 4k plus 3 is equal to 0. That implies k is equal to 3 or minus 3 by 4. So you will get the value of k is equal to 3 or minus 3 by 4. So here these types of questions comes in the exam. Now another one, find the root of the quadratic equation. Already we know. Finding the value of k we know. Finding the nature of roots we know. Now when roots are given, how to frame the equation? Let us see. The roots are given. The roots are given. So we have to find out the quadratic equations. So before we conclude here the lesson, please share, subscribe and give your valuable comments to my channels and press the bell icon so that you will get the notifications when I will upload my new videos. Now come to the next one. We'll see where roots are 2 and minus 3. 2 and minus 3. So now according to this we can write x minus 2 into x plus 3 is equal to 0. That implies x square minus plus 3x minus 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. That is x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. This is one method we have taken. Or directly I can write directly by putting the formula. What formula? X square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. That implies x square minus 2 plus minus 3 into x plus 2 into minus 3 is equal to 0. That implies x square minus minus will come plus, yes, minus 1 is x and minus 6 is equal to 0. So any one of the method you can adopt. So this is the whole thing about your quadratic equation. If you have any doubt, please give your valuable suggestions so that I will upload it in my next video. Thank you all.